You can do live launches, build fancy funnels, and run paid ads, but there's a much easier and faster way to explode your program sales, and most course creators are actually ignoring it. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use this strategy to start bringing in cash today, how I used it in my own business to make $10K in a single day, and I'll show you the exact steps to follow and even the words to use so that you don't have to stress about figuring it out all on your own. But before I do, it's important that you understand this.
There are millions of people out there who need exactly what you have to offer, and many of them would happily pay you thousands to help them reach the transformation that your course provides. But their existence isn't enough. You have to find them, woo them, and get them. So in a lot of ways, landing clients is just like dating. Think of your niche as all the people in the world who are in your potential dating pool. Like they fit your preferred age range and gender and general worldviews. Now think of the people you're actually attracted to and like as your perfect fit clients who would love to work with you. There are tons of them, but at this point, they're scattered all over the world, chilling, not really aware that you or your offer exists. Now, when you post content, do a launch, or set up some ads, it's like you're standing on a crowded city corner yelling, "I'm single, please date me." You're putting in time, effort, and money to attract potential clients, or in this case, an audience, and hope that some of them fit your description of a perfect match. And look, the online education and coaching space is like the dating Wild West. Your competitors are also hanging out in every corner yelling with their own signs and trying to get the attention of potential dates through their own content launches and ads. And if their sign is prettier or they're yelling louder, they might even grab the attention of some of your potential dates. And a bigger problem is that it can take a really long time to get your messaging right, attract a decent amount of prospects, and build enough trust with them to take that relationship to the next level. But if you wanted to land a date now and turn it into a relationship fast, you could take a different approach. Instead of just adding to the noise, spending a ton of time and effort hoping to attract the perfect match who will buy from you, you can try this. You skip the costly and exhausting yelling altogether and focus on connecting with the people that are a perfect fit for what you do. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't build funnels or create content, especially once your offer is proven and your messaging totally magnetic. But the awesome thing about targeted outreach is that it doesn't depend on launches, funnels, sales pages, or content to generate cash fast. And it's a super easy strategy that you can implement today to get massive results right away. Meet my clients, Rachel and Renee. I closed both of them in a day with no content, no sales page, just this simple strategy. The whole thing took less than 5 minutes, generated 5 figures, and now they're both happily enjoying their own success stories inside my program.
So how do you implement this strategy to close more clients easily and fast? I'm about to share my exact outreach strategy steps, including the words that you should use, but the success of this strategy depends on this first step.
Let's imagine that you're single and you really want to meet your perfect match life partner. One of the most effective strategies that you can use to get a date with someone you're actually interested in is an oldie but goodie. To get yourself in the places where you know your ideal guys or gals, whatever, are hanging out.
I think this trendy bar in Miami Beach fits the bill.
Now, the same thing goes if you want to close clients. You have to get yourself into the places where your ideal clients are hanging out. These could include targeted Facebook groups or the comment section of your biggest competitors. So start making a list of those places, and I'll give you more ideas at the end of this video.
But simply being in those places isn't enough to get you clients. Just like simply walking into this bar isn't enough to get your date. So let's move on to step 2.
Now that we know that your ideal matches hang out at this bar, you're not gonna walk in and say,
"Anyone wants to date me?"
Though, leave a like if you think that would be pretty funny. You also wouldn't just hide in a corner and expect a date with the perfect match to magically appear. What you would do instead is you'd scope out the place, find a good spot where you can see the people hanging out, and zero in on someone who caught your attention. With your outreach, this is the equivalent of paying attention to what people in the spaces you identified are posting and spotting your ideal clients. See, when I made those $10,000 in a single day, I did just that. This is the post that my now client Renee published that day. I spotted it and identified her as a great potential client. And once you spot your target, it's time to move on to step 3, and this is where things start to really get fun. See, in the dating world, after spotting your target and exchanging a few glances, you need to take action.
You thought I was gonna go up to that guy, didn't you?
I'm not, because I'm not actually looking for a date in real life, but let me tell you a story about someone who did just that. My friend Lisette is one of the top names in influencer marketing. She's a veteran in this industry, knows the concept of this sales strategy well, and is living proof of the amazing results that it can bring. See, one day, Lisette was eating with some friends and she saw a group of guys across the restaurant. One guy in particular caught her eye, and Lisette, being the badass that she is, got up from her table, went up to the guy she thought was cute, and told him that she wanted to date him. This is Lisette now with that same guy who is now her life partner and father of the cutest baby in the influencer space. See, Lisette isn't married to the love of her life because she waited around in a corner hoping that guy would notice her, or spent hours creating content that would maybe reach him, or even put up an ad trying to find him. She went up to him and got her man. And if you want to get clients, then you too need to get your badass moving and go up and talk to the people who are a perfect match for your program. And here's how you're going to do that. Reply to the person's post with a high value comment and let them know you're sending them a DM. Remember when I spotted Renee's post on the day I made 10K using this strategy? Here's what I commented on her post. But let me point out something here. 14 other people also commented on her post, and many of them offered pretty high value comments. But the reason she's my client and not theirs is this. When you go up to someone at a bar, your goal isn't to simply have a drink with them. It's to get them on a date so that you can get to know them better, and if things go well, even start a long-term relationship. But neither of those things are going to happen if you're all awkward, say the wrong things, and give off weird vibes.
Excuse me, sorry to interrupt you. Could you tell me what time it is, please?
7:10.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What a douche.
With outreach, our goal is to get our perfect fit client on a call so that you can make your sale. And it's as simple and totally sleaze-free as this conversation I had with Renee. Here's the 3-step framework. First, you act like a human and say, hello, how are you? Nice to connect, and let them know that you're messaging them about their original post or comment. Then you introduce yourself and briefly tell them about what you do. Finally, you offer to get on a free call with them to talk about the problem that they're facing. I'll give you the entire script with the exact words to use in every situation in just a second, but first, I want to address this. Before you start getting all in your head about reaching out to potential clients, remember what I said at the beginning. There are millions of people out there who need exactly what you have, and telling them about it is an act of generosity. See, they're frustrated and in pain with their problem, and they will happily invest in the solution. That's you. Don't believe me? Here's Renee today, now that she has a program that actually does sell.
And so this is honestly the best money I've ever spent with you, Lou. Like the best. It is.
And here's my client Rachel, with whom I applied the exact same strategy on the same day, and who's now happily running her program with her own clients. So if you want the step-by-step process for finding out where your clients hang out, templates for how to reach out to them, and the exact script for what to say in the DMs, then download my Get Clients Today manual. It works even if you have zero audience. You can get your hands on it by scanning this QR code or clicking the link in the description below.
Now that you have your call scheduled, all you have to do is sell your proven high-ticket offer. And if you don't have one yet, then watch this video next, where I share my exact blueprint for creating an offer that brings in consistent 10K months in 90 days or less.